Good morning. We just pulled up to Michael's. I don't know if you can see it, maybe. It is currently like 9 a.m. I decided today that I wanted to get the supplies to make my 2024 reading journal. Anthony and I have gotten back into reading a lot lately, and we really want to focus on that a lot this year, and I thought what better way to keep track of everything that I read than to have a reading journal. And I've been watching a lot of TikToks and YouTube videos about people making their reading journals, and I feel ready to make my own. So let's go get the supplies. All right, we are back home from Michael's. So let me show you what I bought. All right. So originally I thought I was going to get a yellow journal because yellow is my favorite color, and I thought that would be perfect for my first reading journal. And then I was like, maybe I should get pink because that's more of my like aesthetic color. And then I decided, no, I need to get blue. So I decided to get blue because my favorite book is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and I thought blue was just a nice odd to my favorite book for my first reading journal. It also didn't have pink and yellow, but that's beside the fact. I feel like the lighting in this room is weird, but it's fine. I had to adjust something on my camera. Well, let's get back to it. So the next thing I got was this little pen. I saw a lot of people using this when I was doing my like video research. So it is a brush ink pen. They didn't have it in black, so I did get it in gray, but I feel like the gray would look really pretty with the blue. That is the notebook, so like it's fine. It's an aesthetic. I did get this little like tape glue runner just to make things easier to stick on if I need to. I thought this would come in handy. Kind of going off of Alice in Wonderland. I want kind of the inside aesthetic to be like florally, so I got these little papers. So I got different like colors and like so I thought this would be really pretty to kind of make it more like little cutesy inside. And I got washi tape again, and like the different like floral patterns. I got these Mildliner zebra pens. I saw so many creators using these, and I like the pastel colors of them. These to use. And then I also just got this giant pack of Super Tips washable markers. They had a 20 pack for $6, or I could get a 50 pack for $10. So it's like for $4 more, I get 30 more pens. So I got the 50 pack. My fiance is also going to be doing a reading journal. I don't think he'll be going as like all out as I am, because I love decorating and creating any way I can. I think he's just simply just gonna like journal. But if he wants to like make it pretty, I got lots of colors to choose from. The first thing is I need to create my title, my front page, 2024. Oh, I forgot I had these, but like I have these like pretty sticky notes that are like in theme, color themes. So they'll be perfect. I can use these if I need for anything. So that works out perfectly. All right, I guess let's get started. just messed that up. Ugh. Hello friends! So it is now the end of the week and I've just now finished my reading journal. I worked on it about every day this week, a little bit at a time. It was really hard trying to figure out what I wanted to do, what pages I wanted to include, especially because this is my first reading journal. It would be the first time doing one throughout the whole year, and so I wanted to do things that were exciting to me but also not too overwhelming. So these are just the basic front pages just for like things to keep track of throughout the whole year. After these I will be starting month to month, and each month will have its own set. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do for like the month spreadsheet, but I do know there'll be like a month spreadsheet and then each book will have its own page, so I can write down like all the information, how many pages it was, when I started it, when I finished it, how I felt about it. I'll rate it between 1 to 5 stars, all of that. But I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to format that yet. So this is just the collective things to record and document throughout the year. So without further ado, here is my 2024 reading journal. Here is the front page, a cute little book sticker down here with some flowers. Like I said earlier, I decided to go with blue because my favorite book is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, so I thought it was a nice nod to Alice to have a blue book. And then of course, to kind of tie in with it, my theme is very flowers and floral, so this sticker was just perfect. So when you first open the book, I've got my 2024 reading journal. It's got my name. I just got cute little like hole punches with hearts, flowers, kind of cutely decorated. And then on this side, I've got 24 books for 2024. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the first 24 books I read in the year or my 24 favorite books. I haven't really decided. So we'll just kind of figure it out as we go along, I guess. So then turn the page, got my book of the month page. I am actually really proud of this. I am usually not very good at drawing, but the fact that I was able to draw 12 of these books and they actually look good, I was pretty impressed with myself. At the end of each month, I will evaluate which book was my favorite, and then I will write it. I'm gonna write the book title, have the author on along the spine, and then I'll try to color it within theme of the book, maybe the same color as the book cover. I'm not sure. I do have a few books that are like black, so maybe that wouldn't be good, but I don't know, we'll see. But this will be fun to see how it looks at the end of the year for sure. All right, so the next page, I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do here yet. Maybe I'll do like an Alice in Wonderland quote or find some really cool Alice in Wonderland stickers to put here. I don't know. And then I've got my TBR. So I decided to categorize my TBR. So this is gonna be my classic books. Definitely have a lot more. This is what I have now. I'm just gonna fill it in just kind of as the year goes. When you flip the page, oh, I haven't written it. This is probably gonna be my sci-fi TBR. I didn't think I was a sci-fi book girly. But then I was like, oh, but like Hunger Games and Maze Runner and Ender's Game, those are all sci-fi. So I technically am. So that'll go here. I got my fantasy TBR, which I think is my favorite genre to read. And then you flip the page and my poetry TBR is on this page. Next, I have my 2024 reading goal. My reading goal for this year is 36 books, mostly because that's how many boxes I could fit. I was originally just gonna do 24 for 24, but I was able to fit 36 boxes. So now that is my new goal. They'll be color coded based on if it was a personal book I wanted to read, if it was recommended to me, or if it was part of book club. Next, I have my genre tracker. So here I have all of the months of the year and then the different genres that I'll read. Because it's just washi tape down here if I needed to extend it, because I realized I don't have sci-fi on here. gonna have to add that later. Like I said, I didn't think I was a sci-fi girly, and I obviously made this first. But anyways, I'm really proud of this. I think this turned out really cute and I love it, and I'm excited to kind of this is just a nice way to keep track of the style of books I read throughout the year and what the books I was more geared towards in certain months of the year. So this one, I'm really proud of this. So this one, first, it was like a train wreck. I hated the way it looked, but then I decided to just kind of have fun with it. It's my little book bingo. So all the colored squares are different things, like read in one day, if it's a one-word title, more than 175 pages, and then the boxes with the pattern inside are different genres of books to really try to broaden the books that I read, not try to stick to this one or two genres. And then over here, I got the A to Z challenge. I think it'd be really fun to try to read books that start with different letters of the alphabet, and so that'd be cool to keep track of, to see what I can do and achieve with that. Next, we have my series tracker. I'm really proud of this page. I think it turned out so cute. I know that I'm gonna want to read another series, so that's why I left a blank space, but I'm just not sure what series I want to read yet. Anthony and I are reading Percy Jackson right now. One of my favorite series that I started a few years ago but never finished was the Disney Villain series. They have a new book coming out this year, so I thought, what a perfect year to get back into it. I'm going to start it over and just read all of the books, hopefully before the book is released in July. And then I definitely want to reread the Hunger Games. I finished Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes last year before the movie came out, and you know, just in my Hunger Games era like everyone else, so definitely want to reread those this year. And then on this side, I have my daily reading tracker. I have it listed out. I have a little box for every day of the year, and I will just color it in based on if I read that day or not. Public Color each month will have its own special color, so it'll be really fun and colorful. That'll definitely be fun to see at the end of the year. And then I have Book of the Year. Over here, I'm gonna put all of the books of the month that, you know, I already documented earlier. So they'll all go here, and then they'll go against each other. So I've spent like the last 2 weeks on Pinterest trying to find ideas for my journal, and I saw a lot of different ways people did the Book of the Year bracket, and a lot of them like January and February ran against each other. And I'm like, but if I'm reading series, then like obviously that's going to be in order, and you know, I might be reading like my January and my February books might be similar vibes just because it's the beginning of the year, whereas I think like my January and my August books will be different because I'll be getting into different things. And so I wanted to do it where they were going against other months. So January will go against July, February, August, March, September, and so on and so on. So then hopefully it'd be like different type of books going against each other. I think they'll make it more fun. So then they'll go battle against each other until there's one book of the year, my favorite book, what I thought was the best book of the year. So that'll be really fun to do at the end of the year and see what wins. Last page, I have my did not finish Graveyard. I saw this and I thought it was just absolutely hilarious. I'm definitely notorious for starting a book and not finishing it. I actually have books over here in my bookshelf there's about 3 books in there that I have started and not finished, and some of them I've started like 2 or 3 years ago. It's absolutely ridiculous, but my goal is to finish all of those books this year. They're on my TBR. And then lastly, I have awards for the year. End of the year, I'll go through all of the books I read and award each of these a book. So funniest, cried the most, most shocking, best fantasy, best classic, and best poetry. And so I think that'll just be a fun little way to just kind of, I do think it is pretty ruthless of me to be like, here's the best books and here they earn awards. Here's the books I didn't finish. But you know, my goal is to not have anything on the graveyard. That is my goal for the year, but it's only my first year. So we'll see what happens. Alright, and that is my 2024 reading journal. I am super excited to work on this and fill this out throughout the year and just kind of see how it comes along. Let me know if you would like to see what I do month to month and how I keep track of it. I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun writing it and filling it out, and if something you guys would like to see, then let me know down in the comments below so that I can, you know, plan for that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so here's to 2024 and reading more books and having fun while doing it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you're not already. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.